Hello everyone, it's the Tibster. What have we got today? Well, today I thought I'd show you my new addition, which is my little Axial Bronco. Now, I did want to take it out for the first run today, but unfortunately it started raining. So if you do hear some background noise, it's probably the rain in the top of the shed, and that's the reason why I'm sat in here doing this video and not out there doing a run video. One of the things I've got to say about this is, I don't know what it'll look like on camera, but when you've got it in person, in hand, I mean, the finish on this and the detail, it's just absolutely fantastic. I've not seen any of the other colours, but in relation to this red colour, it's just an awesome colour. The finish on it, everything, it's just awesome. So much so, almost makes me not want to put any stickers on it. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm going to get the old T-Bone sticker on there, but it's just so nice that I don't even want to put stickers on it. But looking at a bit of the detail on this, I'm going to start at the front here. Hopefully you can see it, but you know, it starts off, you got this nice Bronco along the front grille here. Hopefully you can see it. Then just above here, you've got two little plastic pieces that you can see. It nicely finishes it off, and I'm assuming that they're there for a bit of protection when you start doing some rumble tumbles to help prevent scratching the body. On the front bumper here, it's even got built-in shackles that you can possibly see there. Moving up a little bit, I think this is quite a good detail feature here. You've got this little fender here at the bottom of the front windscreen, or you might say across the pond, is it windshield, I don't know, with your wiper blades. And even the end here, the two wing mirrors, I mean, they're attached to this, you know, quite a decent piece of plastic. It's not like they're just pushed into the side of the door here and fall off and snap off as usual. I mean, they're actually all part of this solid piece, so you know, much stronger. We've got fenders on all the arches, on all four, all the way around. Door handles, which is a nice neat touch. And inside, we've even got an interior. You're never going to see this on the camera, but believe me, it's got seats, it's got an interior, it's got a steering wheel, and it's even got what looks like to be Mr. SCX6's son. On top here we've got a nice roof rack, and on the roof rack with some accessories you've got a toolbox, and you've got two fuel canisters. And then you've also got these little plates, traction plates, that actually come off these, and you can technically put them on the ground and drive over them. Move on to the back, you're not going to see this, but there's a little Ford sign there. Obviously you've got this spare wheel and the AX Bronco sign there. So the detail on this, it's just fantastic. It really is. Yeah, awesome. So in comparison with my other little Scx24, I've had this about 12 months, I can't remember now, a bit longer. As you can see, they're pretty much similar size to look at, you know, and which this should be because of the scale. But what I noticed as well has changed is these tyres are new. So on this little truck, I've now got the latest Pro Line tyres, because the original tyres that come with it, they were rubbish. You know, I was really surprised when you think how much this little truck is, that the tyres really were rubbish on it, to the point where I actually put some really cheap FTX ones on it that worked much better. The only problem was they were a little bit smaller in diameter than the original ones, which obviously has some disadvantages, but the grip on them cheap FTX one was far superior than the original ones that come on it. So when Proline brought these tyres out quite recently, I had no choice but to get some and put them on, and they're much better. Something else that I think might be worth mentioning is that these original tyres that were off the other truck, I bought some brass weights that basically just squeeze in. They're just a tight fit in there. So I've took one of these out. I was going to put them in this truck, but the inside rim on the inside of these tyres of these wheels are bigger, because these don't actually fit. You put them in, they're loose. So in other words, I can't use those brass weights for my other Scx24 in the new Bronco. So just be wary of that. If you're buying brass weights, make sure that it actually says that they fit this truck and not just Scx24. Now, something else that I've noticed, and I don't know whether it's just me or not, so appreciate some comments or feedback, see what you think, but when I press the middle of the axle there, on that, the middle of the axle on the front, they actually feel different. So the back, to me, as stock that it comes, feels a little bit stiffer at the back than it does at the front. I'm positive. Well, let me know what you think. Has anyone else found that, or is it just me being mad? I don't know. So looking at these two trucks now, like in comparison, if you look underneath of the two trucks, if we can get them on screen for you somehow, I hope you can see that. I mean, they pretty much look the same from underneath. All this running gear here, I know this one's got a little plate on it, but all the running gear here pretty much looks the same underneath. From the top, one of the distinctive changes on the top is where this has got little clips that you pull out and lifts up like this. The Bronco's changed. Really simple idea, but I actually like it, because them little clips, proper fidgety, and they flick out your hand when you're out on a bit of gravel or dirt or grass, and they just disappear, don't they? But this one, it's just a bit of Velcro that pulls up just like that. How simple is that? You know, so you've got a little piece of Velcro here, a little piece of Velcro here at the top, and that's it. It sits down. If I can try and get a view to show you of them both, probably going to be a bit difficult this, but you can see on the old Chevrolet axle, hold it this way, that the battery is here. I mean, here's the battery, same battery in both, which is really good, because I've got a couple of spare ones. Well, I've got 3 now, which will last, because they do last for quite a while. But on this one, the battery tray is in this direction, whereas in the new Bronco they've swapped the battery position for this rotation. They've rotated it 90 degrees, as you can see there. Okay, I'm hoping you can see this. So you've got the Chevrolet on this side and the Bronco on this side. Looking at it here now, obviously you can see the battery is different, the battery tray on that, but the rest of it looks quite similar in relation to the servo and the motor. It's pretty much the same, really. Now what we have got is this little ESC 2-in-1 thing, which it is slightly different. So I can't tell you at this moment in time whether it actually performs better or not, but what this has got is more channels, and I'll show you that in a short while. But just as you can see, I don't know if we can possibly zoom in a little bit more, if you can see anything on that. Hopefully you can see that, and you can just see like the switches that you can plug in here, the plug sockets, what they are. And on this one, as you can see, you've got far more, and whereas this is like an AE6, this has got a different part number, so slightly different ESC. Whether it's better or not, I don't know yet. Time will tell, because I will take both these cars out together. Because I wouldn't mind, I know we've already discussed about the tyres, but I actually wouldn't mind doing some sort of tyre comparison and test, just to see whether these new ones, even though you know they are the stock ones, whether they are anywhere near as good as these Proline ones, which are obviously an optional extra and upgrade. So let's have a look at the transmitters. So this is the old Chevrolet one, which is comes in as an AX4, and you can see this is the latest one, 4-channel, that comes with the new Bronco and whatever the model number is on there, if you can see it. I'm not reading it out, and you can see that it is slightly different. Flick these up, you've got all those buttons like that, and this one, the old one, like that. And like I said, you can see it's a 4-channel radio, so you've got a 3rd channel button there and the 4th channel button there, and I'm going to show you what that 3rd channel's hooked up to right now. Okay, so I've put a battery in here. It's got lights on the front. You don't get lights on the back, but there is a spare socket at the front of the ESC, which I think will be quite easily to put lights in the back. And the lights come out the front like this. You've probably got a bit of glare, but there's your 2 lights in the bumper. Yeah, I'll show you that. Now if I flick that 3rd channel switch, and as you can see now, you've got the 2 headlamps that come on. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe if I can plot that out a bit, and as you can see, you've got the 2 headlamps that come on. And further to that, if you turn the headlamps on, click it again, and they even flash. I mean, check that out. So that's all standard, guys. And then you've still got the 4th channel that you could connect something else up with. So endless opportunities, you know. And just turn this off. It does have a little on-off switch on the ESC here. Just get my finger up that you can access it. And there you have it. So yeah, guys, quick look at the new Bronco. A quick little comparison compared to the old Chevrolet that's been out obviously a lot longer. And I've been rambling on a little bit longer video than I usually make, but couldn't go out today because of the rain. I didn't want to get wet. I didn't want to get my new car dirty yet. So look at it, gleaming red paintwork, love it, looks brilliant. I can't tell you how much it's just brilliant. The detail and looks is brilliant. Well, there you have, guys. Any comments, thoughts, let me know, good or bad. Top stuff.